Welcome everyone. In today's video, I just wanted to show you a ton of resources and tools that you can use in order to become a better crypto investor. Not only will it help you see clearly through the markets and what's going on, it will just help you be more educated about what's going on in this space, and hopefully you can spread some of these resources along to other people as well, because they have helped myself immensely and I know they will help you as well. And just remember, as per usual, none of this is financial advice, so let's get into it. And the first thing I wanted to talk to you about today is this Google spreadsheet, and it just shows you some of the major token unlocks that are coming for this year. And so it's not all of the token unlocks, because there are way too many different projects out there that, you know, are obviously having vesting this year. And so we're just going to cover most of the major ones. And so you can see a lot of tokens here, the date of unlocks and how much, you know, percentage of the supply is coming onto the market as well. And so this is valuable information to know, because if you're seeing projects here that pop up consistently where they have, you know, a ton of supply entering the market, and basically what happens there is that if a lot of token unlocks are happening, it means that a lot of sell pressure is coming. So VC insiders, they're going to be selling into the market. The team are going to be selling into the market as well. For, you know, like salaries to cover operational expenses, that sort of thing. And when you have lots of token unlocks, typically that destroys the price of a token. I mean, there are many tokens out there where they just have crazy unlock schedules, and you can just look at the price of all of them and none of them are doing well. And basically, by using a sheet like this, it can help you identify a lot of the projects that have just, you know, crazy fully diluted valuations, and ones that have a ton of token unlocks this year. And they should give you a good indication of tokens that you should perhaps avoid. Now, it's not to say that you won't make money on these. It's just that even if you do make money, you might have been better off holding Bitcoin or Ethereum. And there are a few names here that, you know, come up quite a lot. So like Flow, Gala, Serum, Bonfida, Star Atlas, Maps, Radium, you know, those sort of names you're seeing quite a bit here. This can also be useful in order to position yourself short. Oftentimes these tokens dump massively on the unlock, or they dump prior to the unlock as well, as investors are hedging themselves. And so this is something that you should be aware of, and it's just good contextual information that you have here as well. Now, the next resource I want to talk to you guys about is this bridging Google spreadsheet, and effectively it just tells you all of the bridges that you can use and where they can take you. So let's just say, for example, you were on Phantom and you wanted to bridge to Avalanche. Well, you can use the seller C bridge and it'll give you a link to it there. Or let's just say you're on Optimism and you want to go to Polygon, where you can, you know, go ahead and use Synapse. And that's how you would use this. And they have some chain specific notes here in terms of different ways that you might want to bridge from one chain to another. We also have here the cross-chain bridge aggregators. So these ones aggregate all of the other bridges and then just give you the best route possible. So Rango, that's a really nice one. I like using Li-Fi. We have Mover, ChainSwap, and Router Protocol as well. So you can see their Twitters and their websites on here. And then we also have here a tab for potential airdrops. So these are bridges that don't currently have tokens, but, you know, obviously you can use and bridge assets from, you know, different blockchains. Now, the next resource I wanted to talk about is probably the best one out of all of them that I'm going to talk about today. And this is the Daily Ape Notion site. So the Daily Ape, is by Darren Lau on Twitter. Go ahead and follow him. But he also has a Telegram channel as well, where he just shares a bunch of great resources like everyday news, threads, stuff that people have written about crypto, that sort of thing. And what he's done here on the Notion website is that he's aggregated all of it. So for example, let's say I just wanted some beginners resources, you know, how to get started in crypto. I can click there and then just go on this resources thread, and people have made, like, you know, a ton of beginners guides, you know, how to get into crypto, so on and so forth. And I can just click on these and it'll take me to a Twitter link or wherever other website that this links off to. Say if I wanted to find some new projects, here's a guide, here's some tools, VC deals tracker, alpha thread, so on and so forth. I can go back here. Now, let's say I wanted to find out some more information about Ethereum layer 2s. Then I can just click on this and then it will take me to a bunch of Twitter threads that people have written regarding Ethereum layer 2s, you know, how they compare optimistic rollups versus ZK rollups, layer 2s for beginners, so on and so forth. And this is just an amazing resource if you want to learn anything, because you're learning from the best people in this industry. And I think the best way to get to them is through Twitter. And basically the Daily Ape website just makes it easier to find these particular threads that you want to look for. And so I think out of all of the resources I'm going to speak about today, this is definitely going to be the one that you want to bookmark. And I think it's a good exercise just to go through every day and just click on one of these things and learn something new, because, you know, it definitely ups your investing in your crypto game as a whole. Now, the next resource I wanted to talk about is just a list of DeFi derivatives, and it's just a guide to them all. This is made by Zachxbt and it's on GitHub. And effectively, it just shows you, you know, a ton of projects out there, what they are, some documents, so on and so forth. And it just explains what they do. I've had a couple people ask me about, you know, where the best places are to trade options. And I think, you know, basically, this is just going to show you all of the different places, all of the different chains, so on and so forth. And it'll show you, you know, exactly how to use them. And yeah, it's just a really great list. So it'll show you all the perpetual futures, options, volatility, composable yields, so on and so forth, as well as just some other things that you can read up and get yourself more familiar with how some of these protocols actually work. I think having a deep understanding of DeFi derivatives is something that is essential, because a lot of the volume in crypto actually comes from these derivatives and options. Like for right now, it's only a small market, but it's only going to get larger in the future. Now, the next resource I wanted to talk about is DeFi Toolkit. So I really like this as well. So if there are certain different things that you want to take a look at, this will point you to different resources. So for example, if you wanted to find out current gas costs, historical gas costs, tools to, you know, track gas as well, you can just click here and it will take you to, you know, different links. You can also see just different links on, for example, if we wanted to take a look at portfolio trackers, these are different portfolio trackers out there. So Zappa, Zerion, DBank. And you wanted to look at TVL, so you can look on DeFi Pulse, DeFi Llama, DeFi Market Cap, prediction markets, mempool data, DAOs, that sort of thing. This is just a great, you know, resource to have if you're looking for something in particular. Now, the next resource I wanted to talk about is this Notion website from Zachxbt. So if you're not familiar with Zachxbt, he's a prolific figure on crypto Twitter. He's got a ton of followers and he does a lot of great work and he deserves every single one of them. So Zachxbt goes around and basically exposes a lot of the shadier side of crypto. You see a lot of these names here. These are people who have done shady things within crypto, and I recommend that you go ahead and check out this people, VCs and projects page here, because you can see a lot of the odd things that people have done within crypto, and you know, it might change your mind on a lot of these personalities' names, because not everyone is a good guy, not everyone is out there to sort of you know, help you out. Not everyone has the we're all going to make it attitude out there, and a lot of people will take advantage of you. Keep this page here, just take a look around and you know, decide for yourself. Now, the next resource I wanted to talk about is this Airtable, and basically it just gives you a bunch of different threads and articles and so on and so forth. It's very similar to what we have here with the Daily Ape, but it sort of groups it in a different way, and it will just give you different people's writings about certain subjects. So, you know, breakdown of tokenomics on this page, walking through the Axie Infinity governance tokens, lots of threads on the curve wars and so on and so forth. And if you just want to go ahead and check this out for anything that might be interesting, you know, I highly recommend it, and give all of these people a follow as well. So that was it for today's video. Those were all of the tools and resources that I think would definitely make you a better investor, as well as being able to see through a lot of the nonsense that is prevalent within this space. Now, you know, if this video is popular, I might make a second video just covering more resources that people might enjoy. But the ones that I covered today, I think are the main ones that people will get the most use out of. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one.